Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Tanvir Muhammad Masood once again, and in this part of my talk, I would try and brief you about certain concepts of Islamic importance. It's basically one of the most misunderstood concepts which I have already talked before this. I would try and relate certain incidents and hadiths which are in there in important hadiths that are in there for all Islamic interpretation. So, one such important and most misunderstood concept of Islam is that of Jihad, and I have already tried and talked about that, though I have very little knowledge about Islamic concepts, but I always try and make sure that I do my best to acquire the most of or the best of knowledge as far as Islamic concepts and Islamic hadiths are concerned. And one such Islamic concept is that of Jihad, and which literally means as far as Quranic interpretation is concerned, it means to strive oneself to achieve one's goal, to strive and exert oneself to struggle towards attaining some goal or aim of importance as far as our life is concerned, as far as our mission in this life is concerned. So there is this hadith which goes like this: when one man came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he inquired, and in fact he asked Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam whether he can, or rather he is in fact willing to do a jihad for his religion. So at that point of time, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked him whether he had a mother in his house or not. He instantly replied, that person who was willing to wage a jihad, that he indeed had an old mom, a mother in his house, and that she was alone. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, rather exhorted him to go back to his house and take care of his mother, because taking care of one's mother or an elderly mother who is alone at home is one way of doing jihad, and this is most important jihad of one's life. So that person instantly went back home and he started taking care of his mother. So from this hadith and from this little incident, what we find is that taking care of one elderly people, of one's parent, is one of the most important things of our life, and it's indeed a great jihad, a work of jihad of our life. So if we try and look at things from this perspective, we can find that Islam indeed is a religion of peace, and we should not try and interpret the words of Quran or the words of Hadith from the acts of certain Muslims, rather than from the acts or from the words which are in there in the Holy Quran, which are in there in the Hadith, or rather than the words of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So basically, if we have got to do something, or rather we have to have curiosity about certain concepts of Islam, we should go in and inquire knowledgeable scholars. Rather, we can also get in touch with people who have Quran in their house, and we can go back to our scriptures. In fact, we can go and look at our holy books, at the Holy Quran, what exactly is the commandment of Allah, what exactly are the hadiths saying as far as jihad is concerned.